And we live.
What it do, everybody? It's May the 14th, 2025. And it's time for the Mikey Justice Hour. Yeah, 2025. And tonight we just gonna have a positive energy type show. Just have some fun. Of course, we're gonna see what old 45/47 been up to. We're gonna see about your kids' maturity level and a few other things. It's the Mikey Justice Show, and it starts now.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida.
I'm in 6th grade, and it can be scary sometimes.
There have been about 380 school shootings.
I appreciate you talking to our community about this.
Now's the time. Get ready for the People's Podcast, the Mikey Justice Show. Y'all ready? I'm ready. All right. You don't want to miss it. There was a man that went by Mike. You like night shows. And so many people wouldn't be mad. They have to be good. And what the youth is avoid because they've been misled.
Today I'm announcing charges against the shooter's parents.
I had a 6th grader come. This is what she said.
And I really agree with your point of view.
The Mikey Justice Show starts now.
All right, man.
What it do, everybody? It's May the 14th, 2025, and you live with your boy, Mikey Justice. And joining me, as always, to the left, my main man, Phil, on the ones and twos. What it do, man?
Ain't nothing. What's up, everybody?
Man, I want to do like an out-of-body experience or something tonight, man. I ain't know who I want to be, man. You start rolling too fast on me, man. I was gonna come on. Hello, I'm Lester Holt. I wanted to be somebody else tonight, man. I ain't know. I was thinking about getting my TV reporter news voice on my Brent Solomon or something. You heard me?
The first thing came to mind.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're live on the Mikey Justice Show. I'm your favorite reporter, Mike Solomon. 5 on your side. Then I started to go with my sexy radio in the Sweat Hotel DJ voice. Whoop. You're live on Love After Dark with your man's D to the C on 95.1 radio.
What's up, baby? It's Keith Sweat. How you doing?
No, this Lamar, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, hey, how you doing, Lamar?
Hey, how you doing, brother? Hey, you gotta excuse me, brother. I'm always in sexy mode. I thought it was gonna be a female, but
yeah, you can hang up, have your girl call back. Okay, Lamar.
With right. Love After Dark. Then I started thinking about it, man. I was like, then I started to go with my Morgan Freeman. Dude, tonight's episode is Morgan Freeman, because Morgan Freeman is the only man that will narrate his own funeral. Wedding and everything else. The sun shines every day because of Morgan Freeman. And Daddy Glover ain't got a damn thing on me.
You went too far with that now.
Yes, sir. But no, you going too far with that, Daddy. Stay in your lane, old man. But anyway, man, thanks. Would like to say thank you to everybody out there watching. Y'all know how we do it. Holding us down is what it do. We appreciate you. All the support and everything. And with that being said, man, we got to shout out my peoples, man. My people over at Sumner High School, them Bulldogs. My people over at Classical Junior Academy, them Cougars. Mm-hmm. And my people over there at Marjorie, Stoneman, Douglas High School, past and present. If you know, you know. Mm-hmm. Man, what's been in the news lately? What's been popping off first is pretty much the old Diddy trial. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I keep hearing a little stuff about it, man. I don't really know what to make heads or tails of it.
The one thing that stood out to me is they said this is the third day of them showing the video, the infamous video with him beating Cassie or whatever, with the hotel situation. I didn't like it being connected to the so-called freakouts or whatever, man, because I felt like if she took because I thought she ended up settling for like $10 million out of court.
Yeah, I thought she took a settlement too.
So if we settle it and we make amends and everything else and you take the money, if you feel like it's about your rights and everything being violated, like we say, in those situations, you don't take no money, you don't take no plea.
Right.
You go through with it to the fullest extent of the law because somebody has disrespected you and violated you as a person.
Right. And ain't no amount of money gonna make it better.
No, we don't have no price. So money is not what it do. You know what I'm saying? I guess for the sake of her being compensated and being able, to secure her future and get a piece of that pie that he had, then I like it for that reason. Mm-hmm. But I still don't feel like the two should have been connected, man. Because to me, like, I was trying to get people to understand what he is going through in like R. Kelly's situation and people like that is something all the way different. You hear me? To me, like having freak offs and parties and all that, maybe I'm wrong, man, but it's like modern day Playboy Mansion type stuff. You hear me?
Right.
When you get to that level and get on that type of, what I'm saying, you're not around the average person anymore. So of course, some of the things that you do in your life now are going to be done with high profile people, because that's the type of life that you have now,
right?
And the type of people that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not rich and we're not billionaires, so no, we don't see Oprah when we go out to get our newspaper and pick up our meal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people that live that life, Oprah and them be talking about Drew Barrymore. I opened my door and I saw Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's regular life to those kind of people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know, man. Being a little bit freaky, needing to turn your freak level down, getting on some extra levels or whatever, I wouldn't say that it was the worst thing. You hear me?
Right.
And then they go as far as saying drug trafficking. I had that. Sex trafficking. I had that conversation with my people too, man. Like, what does that entail? Because you got some people, as soon as they hear that drug trafficking, especially when it come down to internet and social media, first thing they start thinking is something dealing with minors, kids. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, do you really know what that means, or do we need to look that up, man?
Sex trafficking?
Yeah, what is sex trafficking?
I
thought it was
necessarily
basically
had to be with a minor, but just anybody that's. I don't even think it had to be against their will. I guess you got to be against your will. I
definitely thought it was against your will, but I was trying to explain to my people. I thought that the using sex to do dealings, whether it's with people as far as on the internet, black market or whatever, I thought that's where the trafficking part of it came in.
Yeah, I think the trafficking is the against your will, like you kidnapping people or forcing them to do something.
Well, maybe we'll look it up, but when I'm putting it in the same context as drug trafficking, you hear me? So it's like you're moving it within other countries, you're making dealings, you're dealing with high profile people. So I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I was thought that the moving it of it and the using it as like basically as a collateral is the trafficking part of it. But we'll see what they say.
So the Google definition, they say, is recruitment, harboring, what else they say? Transportation, provision, obtaining, patronizing, or soliciting of a person for the purpose of a commercial sex act, in which a commercial sex act is induced by force, fraud, or coercion, or in which the person induced to perform such act has not attained 18 years of age, so either underage or non-consenting.
Right. Okay. Because that's what I was saying. I was like, I heard even some of these people say that they were paid to go to some of these parties or some type of compensation or whatever else. You hear me? And I'm like, well, that's like prostitution. You know what I'm saying? Right. Was it illegal that Donald Trump slept with a adult, a prostitute, or was it illegal that he misappropriated people's funds to pay for it? You know what I'm saying? The act of him, he's a grown man, and being with a grown woman, he didn't do anything wrong to that level. Right. So that's what I think people gets it twisted, man. Just because I think more or less them showing that video for the third time is them basically punishing him for that. I think it's them knocking him down a little bit, man. I was like, from day one, nobody really felt the dude. Back way when the situation happened, when I'm the producer, they talking about this and that. Everybody always said that dude was narcissistic and it was all about him. Yeah. And some of that stuff is looking like it's a little bit true, Right. He always, they was like, he never let nobody get no shine. He always in the videos. He this, he that. From the very first time I even heard about him and his label and all that, I'm talking about, not the Uptown and Andre Harrell them days, but when Big and everybody, and he really popped off and started becoming mainstream. Right. I didn't like him going with the whole bad boy. That sounded like just one individual. You on the song, we ain't going nowhere because it's bad boy for life, the family, but bad boy, that's one person. You know what I'm saying? And you showed that you are a bad boy, For real, man. I mean, it was like almost like I can't be touched. And it ain't nothing wrong with being a bad boy. Well, I guess it is, but I'm just being honest, man. The world has embraced plenty of bad boys. Yeah. Dennis Rodman, Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just got through. This the same person that 20, 30 years ago had was on trial for murder and everything else. You know what I'm saying? You repping that you're the king of the Crips or Hoover or whatever.
Right.
Last time I checked, I don't think nobody expect to get no Christmas card from the Crips. They don't look at them like,
Right.
you know, they ain't walking around passing out Girl Scout cookies. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just being honest, you know, so, you know, Ice Cube and other people who have openly expressed being gangsters and other things, mainstream has embraced these people. So it's not that it can't happen. So, you know, the bad boy image, some people like it, is for some people it's not. But I think with this guy, man, it went past that with him. It was like arrogance. You hear me? Like everybody was like, he never did big, right? The way he played something. Like dude had a song like 5 minutes after dude passed, platinum hit, like he knew something. You hear me? Right. They always felt like he had something to do with Tupac getting killed. All the way back from the first time when Pac was claiming they set him up to get shot and all this stuff. You hear me? They like that level of hate that dude hit them with on Hit 'Em Up ain't just come from nowhere. Something transpired between those guys. You hear me? And then from some of the interviews that I heard with Big, I was like, I think it was more other people trying to make it beef between them. I think they started off real cool. It was like the MJ, like I said, and LeBron thing. Like you had to choose up. You hear me? It's almost to the point. Man, I hate it now because people try to take it to the point where it's like people hate Jordan and people love Jordan. You hear me? But you have Nut Road and Cashew Road so hard and hated on another man that people like, nah, man, I'm just trying to, you know, swing the balance a little bit to old boy. I ain't really, you know, I like both of them, but you make it like you can't like both of them. So I'm trying to, you know, but that's how they do it, man. You know, you had to choose up. And I think that's what happened between Big and Pac. You hear me? I think that that the world loved both of them and respected both of their talent. You hear me? Yeah. But just the times that we were living in, East versus West, and everybody got it. You know, you can't just like everything, and it can't be room for everybody. Somebody got to be hating. And, you know, you got to choose up. You got to choose sides. You got to be Republican. You got to be a Democrat. You got to be, you hear me? You got to be a Christian. You got to choose up all the time, man. You can't just, you know, be neutral and just, okay, we agree to disagree. You got your thing. Do you? Yeah, you good. Yours cool. It can't never be that, man. It always got to be all the extra. So I think that's what happened, man. I think that ego and everything got in the way, money and all that stuff, and started making these guys act out, man. And like they say, what's done in the dark, you know, I think people like Suge, he in jail, all the other people, the Craig Max and all those people that was associated with him, the Andre Harrell, Kim Porter, and all these other people, they sacrificed their life. You know, and I think now he's paying the price for some of the things that he was involved in. You hear me? Right. And some of those people, they, like I said, man, they made the ultimate sacrifice. You could be Suge Knight, you could be in jail, you could be Pac, Biggie, or the rest of these guys and be gone. But it's like, you know, you ain't innocent in this, you know. And I just hate it, man, because I think that tape didn't have nothing to do with those freak offs or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then everybody, you know, with this situation with baby oil, man. Last I checked, they at Dollar Tree, they everywhere. It's not illegal. People, man, go in your mama bathroom right now. She got a bottle of baby oil. You hear me?
She got 16 pallets of baby oil.
No. But she do got 3 packs of cigarettes, 4 cases of ramen noodles, thing of ravioli. She got what she like. Right. So I don't know. Now she might not have baby oil, you know what I'm saying? Some people they do it all different, you know. It is what it is. But yeah, man, I think it ain't gonna be nothing good coming out of that boy when they show the little court illustration or whatever, man. They be showing all his hair all white and everything else.
Yeah, dude,
I say today he's not P. Diddy. He's Sean Combs today, huh? Yeah. I don't want any part of that. I'm not a bad boy at all.
I'm an old man. Look at this gray.
No, you're not an old man. Morgan Freeman is an old man, and I'm Morgan Freeman tonight.
I'm the best old man.
Yeah, whatever.
You ain't got nothing on me.
With that being said, man, you know what? Before we get off into the business, man, we got to see what's been going on around here. Man, this dude know what we finna do. Why he always move slow? Oh, there you go. I bet you ain't got no balls. What? What can you spit? Freestyle off the dome. Let me hear it.
Oh boy, this is not a beat going out, boy.
Let that be the reason.
Boy, I was gonna do it, boy.
So what did Phil have for that beat? Not a damn thing. Nah. But yeah, man, seriously though, bro, I wanted to use the platform to speak about the 11-year-old man, the football star who lost his life. What really bugged me about the situation, man, is once again, you know, we've expressed several times on the show that you are a coach of a young, basically, what do they call it when you play? It's not minor league, is it pee-wee football? Yeah. And still, with it not being so much directly associated to you, because, you know, it's never too much anybody that's necessarily on your team or one of your players, but it's usually somebody that you know and somebody that's associated with one of these youth football programs. The situation when the parent and the coach got shot, we spoke on that situation because that hit home. We spoke about a young man who was in a stolen car maybe last year or year before. That was one of the members of your team that ended up losing his life, and one of the parents had to address the team and try to comfort them and make them understand what was going on with that situation. And been other situations too, man, that have hit home when it come down to that to the kids in football and these sports around here.
Yeah, man. I was one young lady. She wasn't football, on the football team, but associated with their recreation center. She lost her life. Just being in a car with somebody got shot. So,
what made me want to speak on it, man, is that I just hate that it's starting to be a bad mark on something that was intended to be so good, be something really for the kids to have something to do. You hear me? Right. It don't match, man. If you guys are dedicated to being football coaches and all that stuff, that let me know that as grown men and parents, y'all care about these kids. You know what I'm saying? So we got to understand that it's our responsibility as adults, not just men, but particularly as men, to lead the way and show them something different. You hear me? Yeah. Why have a football program to say I want to do something positive for these kids, give them something to do, somewhere to go, but have 12 unsecured guns? It don't match. You're not putting the kids in the best situation. You're doing stuff like creating sports programs and being coaches to keep them away from that type of stuff. So you can't be the person that puts it right in front of them and make it part of their life. It don't match. It don't match at all, bro. It rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, come on, man. You can't put a bad mark on something that good. You're doing this for a reason. You're not even getting paid for it. You volunteer to do this. Something that you want to do. You hear me? Yeah. So you got to protect them better than that, man. All of that old hip stuff, man. I'm looking at the young man in the picture. I'm like, they say that he had a good career ahead of him, whole future and all that stuff, man. I'm looking at the earrings in the ear, which I don't stereotype people or none of that. I'm looking at them, being confident in all of that. So
confident young man, yeah.
So that lets me know, man, that still he is a young man and he is very impressionable. You hear me?
Right.
So I can't have certain things around him, man, because you already see that he like that limelight, that flair. He like being that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So something that's harmless to you as having a gun, because that's one of the next things that I want to talk about, man. Just that level of maturity. Parents get it twisted sometimes. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And my dad, he would have been 70 years old in a couple of days. Rest in peace, man. I love my father to death, but I remember him struggling with drugs when I was a kid. You hear me?
Right.
And I remember him taking me down to the projects and him getting jumped on with drug transactions that went bad. I remember him smoking drugs in front of me before, you know what I'm saying? I remember him even engaging in, wanting his family to use drugs with him and do other stuff. You hear me? And once we got older, don't get me wrong, ain't none of us no saints. We all done smoked bud and all that stuff before. You hear me?
Right.
So what we choose to do and decisions we made as adults, strictly on us.
Yeah.
But as kids, man, when I look back on it, I thought it was kind of inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I told people, I was like, I remember him and his partner sitting in the living room one time and they just passing the beer can and smoke coming out of people's ears and her and everything else. And I don't know what the hell going on. You hear me?
Yeah.
All I know is I'm a little kid. I better not say nothing twisted or out of place, stay in my lane, you know, be a kid.
Right, yeah.
But the visual never went away. And when I got older, I remember what I saw them doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like my people used to say, everything that's done in the dark. You know how you have them people that think the baby and the kids sleep and they end up practicing on each other and this and that, and then they wonder how little Judy 14 with a baby and how she learned all this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Remember the commercial, Dad? I learned it from watching you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it be, man. I'm like, we be putting kids in bad situations. Like I remember just all the time him always saying, like when other people challenged him, like, you put that in front of your kids. Oh, I don't hide nothing in front of my kids. They know everything that I do. You hear me? Yeah. And I've even heard females say it, and I got to thinking about that, man. I was like, is that us pushing the easy button and don't want to parent these kids, or throwing our grown responsibility on them and trying to make them more mature than what they really are?
Man, you know, I wrestle with that myself, man, because you know, I used to have that kind of attitude. Like, if I'm into it, then it must not be too bad, so I let my kids handle it. You know what I'm saying, man? But as you get older, at least as I got older, man, and you know, my kids got here, and I seen that they not me, they their own person. Then I made that choice not to poison them about what I know. You know what I'm saying, and give them, you know, not to download my consciousness in them, but give them the right things and let them grow up and decide who they want to be.
Exactly, bro. Hey, man. I mean, like I said, I only got one, but my sister got 4. My lady got 4. Bro, it don't take long to understand what that parenting and really raising kids and a family really, it'll get real for you fast. Yeah. My one, I tell people, it couldn't be no different. The experience than having 4, 5 of them. The struggle is the same. You hear me? Right. Only difference is when that time come and they look down. You hear me? and that word get an S on the end, and they start smelling themselves, and they be a little bit growner than you think they should be. I don't care. You're gonna go through that same time through your life. Them feeling some type of way, you having to deal with things. How many times you let somebody practice on you gonna determine how many times you're gonna go through it. You got 4, you going through it 4 separate times. Right. And you got 1, you going through it. They gonna be grabbing her,
all kind of stuff.
Boy, you would never know a human could text that fast and eat flaming hot Cheetos at the same time a day in your life. But you will learn real quick, man. It get real out here. And like I said, man, it's no different for these females. You know, I see these girls having these babies, 12, 13. They got them babysitting. They got them changing pampers. They got them watching them. You know, they got them doing all kind of stuff, man. Yeah. All that stuff is inappropriate. Back from day one, when you had the 5-year-old walking to the stove because you're too damn lazy, lighting your cigarette and all that, puffing it. There's a reason why they say 18 and don't smoke no cigarettes. You hand Jimmy a cigarette, you got your back turned, he hitting the cigarette, he puffing it.
He gonna see what you try to get off.
Man, I done bust in the bathroom a few times and seen moms and pops take that red tip top paper, scrape it up, them seeds roll all down in that tennis shoe box. We know what's up. We know what we seeing, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they think that makes it justified by saying, you know, and they take any little thing. You hear me? Mm-hmm. I talk to my kids about sex. I've talked to my kids about, you know, messing around with these little boys and these little girls and all that. You hear me? Mm-hmm. You know, and they think that you know, telling them don't touch this and don't do this and don't do that. To me, man, you know, that's part of you. You might as well tell them to touch it. Because in their mind, remember the little running joke we used to have about the girls, man. The quickest way to get one of the little girls back in the day was asking, was they active? Right. Was somebody practicing on them? Yeah. And before they would allow themselves to look like a little girl, yeah, they ain't on that level. Yeah. What's up with your little mom? You effing? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you ain't got no problem.
Getting on down and doing what you do. So it's the same situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. These kids, man, they doing this stuff thinking that it is making them hip, is making them cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The first thing I want to do is be grown, because in my warped mind, and nobody told me nothing different, being grown mean having the ability to do whatever the hell you want to do.
Right.
Once we get grown, then me and my boo could walk around the house,
Right.
bucky naked.
We gonna do what we want to do.
We could play house, 2 boys, 2 girls, boy, girl, however you want to do it. You know, we can smoke all this stuff. Ain't nobody gonna say. That's all we think it's about, man.
Yeah.
So why would we tell somebody not to do something that's going to make you have the same level of power as me?
Mm-hmm.
Be grown and be on my level. That's why I said, I made the running joke. I said, I had that time with my daughter, boy, but it was only one time when she showed me how grown she was. And I was like, I'm not the one that got it twisted, baby. I understand. You hear me? I know you grown. I smelled the bathroom when you came in. I'm just joking with you, baby. I'm just playing with you now. But for real though, man, I was like, she did everything in her power that day to show me that she was grown. You hear me?
Right.
I said, boy, she applied for a food stamp. She filed her taxes. She scratched her private. She made a cup of coffee. She smoked a cigarette. She did a cartwheel. She spit on the ground. She got a tattoo in front of me. She did the damn thing. Do you hear me?
Right.
I was like, she did everything to show. Look at this. Light bill in my name, baby. Baby. Rolled neck, grabbed her, bro. Ate 2-3 bags of Flaming Hot Cheetos right in my face.
And ain't nobody gonna do.
Ain't nobody gonna say shit. Yeah, bro. So, you know, they be killing me, man, just because you expose your kids to everything NC-17, man.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
That means that it's not recommended. They cannot handle it. I don't care if you're there with your mama. You hear me?
Yeah.
If you're 2 years old and you at Hooters, it's booty cheeks hanging out of those shorts. I don't give a damn how many dinosaur nuggets or markets you put in front of little Billy. Booty cheeks is hanging out the shorts.
Billy see them booty cheeks.
Damn how good the wings is. Your booty hanging out. With all your booty out. In my Method Man voice. With all your booty out. Yeah, man. So, y'all, we be putting these kids in bad situations, man, because we too lazy to parent them. So we try to make it that I don't hide anything from my kids and I expose to me. Oh, pornography? That's nothing. Little Billy.
Nothing.
Billy
look at
Billy
pornography
does,
all the time.
Billy does threesomes all the time. And with that being said, man, moving on, man, to the old Shady Bunch. The Shady Bunch.
All right.
Yeah. And you know, that's in reference to them old Brady's, man. I got to thinking about it, man. I said, man, is it the Brady Bunch fault? We want to blame everything else. We want to blame bowling. We want to blame. I said, nah, I'm blaming the Brady Bunch this time. It's y'all damn fault. Y'all messing these kids up. You hear me? Because I got to thinking about the show. I said, now, on the show, right? The mom and Greg, the oldest son, they dating and kicking for real. Off the camera, you hear me?
Right, yeah.
So that's some inappropriate. That's some old babe messing the teacher messing with the student.
Right.
You supposed to be the mom. You too damn old. Leave them alone. Mm-hmm. Then I say, you got 6 kids there, man. What the hell they doing with a maid? You taught the kids to be lazy, man. Right. You ain't never seen the kids. You ain't never seen the Brady Bunch washing no dishes. They ain't cleaned up a damn thing. All they know, mom, tell them leave bone in your house. That's all they know, man. What the hell? They got a maid and all of that, man. I say, then you know they in there getting messy. They all sleeping in the same room. Them ain't related for real. Y'all in there doinking. Y'all know. Turn your freak level down.
That's where Diddy got the idea from.
Man, Brady Bunch was trifling, bro. I said, then we ain't gonna even talk about the daddy on the show and his track record. And what he known for. So nah, bro. Brady Bunch out here corrupting people. You hear me?
Yeah.
Got people calling them your cousin and all that, making the kids lazy. They all extra privileged. Sleeping all in the same room. They ain't brothers and sisters. Yeah, it's some extra going on, man. They ain't have enough supervision up in that house for me, bro.
Yeah, what the maid gonna do?
On to your boy though, man. Mr. 45/47.
All right,
man. I got to thinking about your mans. You hear me? Mm-hmm. I was like, why is he loved so much? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I got to watching him, man, and even with that slow, stupid walk and everything that he got going on, man. Mm-hmm. I still like it's something that still like 0.1% decent about the dude. Like I think he wants to. I think he's old and he loves the fanfare and all the racist people and the people that's too lazy to go their own way. All those people that think that he's stacking the deck for them, they support and roll with him, bro.
Yeah, whatever he say, he can do no wrong.
But I'm like, is his being kind of like naive and kind of a little bit on the dumb side, their attraction to him? Because I was like, the way he answer questions and the way he does, the average person don't even know, period, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to thinking about him, man. I was like, no, I remember it was a time where I liked the dude. I used to wear the red tie because I was like, man, if everybody want to say that what he stands for symbolizes business, then I'm going to be like him.
Yeah.
And I'm all about business. You hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be that dude. He was the American dream, man. He was the dog, the picket fence, an average regular person with no political experience or nothing. I thought just him being able to even run for president was a remarkable thing. I had no idea that the dude was gonna win. He win twice? Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Because I know how to sell it, baby.
Well, I would have wished he would have did both of his and we got that 8 on. I was like, whew. It seemed like hell and that we was doomed for it. You hear me?
Yep.
Man, I told my daughter and them, y'all make sure y'all get out and vote. All of this got something to do with y'all future. You hear me? I remember one of the kids from the neighborhood, like, we finna build some bunkers under the ground. We finna go hide. They finna get ugly out here.
Right.
And then it was like, bam, the 4 years was over. And it's like you had woke up from that nightmare, man. You hear me?
Right. Like,
and then it was like after you seen the 34 felonies, all the different charges, all the corruption, all the bull crap, all the stuff that we know that his rhetoric had something to do with orchestrating that he never admitted or took any type of responsibility for. We saw all of that. You hear me?
Yeah.
And when we saw that, we was like, okay, good. This clown is making his own bed. He gonna have to lay in it. We ain't gonna have to worry about this dude no more.
Like, there's no way they'll go back for him.
Come on, man. And I seen top political experts like putting their last dollar on it, like, oh, the Constitution says this and he's not able to do this and he not doing. Man, dude stacked the whole deck, made it everything that he wanted it to be, and got off everything that he wanted to get off.
Yeah.
You hear me? And all these dumbass people sitting back looking all stupid like they had no idea. Just like I seen on the LeBron thing. I felt so good the other day. I wanted to just drop the mic for them. They're like, man, we just want to see him lose and just hating. We don't even really care. I was like, you never did. You never watched the game. But I'm so glad. You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, because the ratings are going up now that LeBron is out of there. No, the ratings are going up because it's getting closer to passing out the trophy.
Right.
It's getting real now.
Yeah.
People don't watch the baseball to the playoffs. It's been boring, but now
show enough.
it's getting to that point where it matters, Yeah. And they don't have anything to do with LeBron. I was like, as much hate as I see about this dude every day on social media, you trying to tell me that nobody's watching? How the hell you got so much to say about somebody you're not watching?
You ain't
somebody watching them.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's bull crap, bro. All of this is, like we say, like Tennessee Brando, all of them say, this is pro wrestling, man. Who could put together the best HIT show? Who can put together the best HIT show? Oh, it can be me. I do it. Nobody done it better than me. Man, I got to just listening to this dude. They was asking him something at one of them press conferences. He was going to sleep. Same dude always talking about, oh, Sleepy Joe. He got to sleep at the drop of a dime. This guy, he sleep all in the press conference. They giving everybody sitting there sipping tea and coffee. He just holding his in his hand. with the D look, with the stupid face and everything else, man. And I was like, man, that's what his attraction is to these people. The way he, in their mind, dumbs it down and make it like for the regular average person that make them feel like he's relatable. You hear me? Yeah. When they ask him something, he don't know the answer. It's bad. It's not a very. It wasn't good. He's a very nice guy. He's being mean. He's being mean to me. He's not nice. I'm the president. I got a call the other day from such and such. He calls me. He used to call me Donald. Now he calls me president. I'm the president. He calls me president. Right. Like, he was killing me, man. Like he Einstein. Like what he figured out is just the most rocket science. And this is my wife, and they used to call her Melania, but now she married me, and I'm the president. Now they call her first lady. He don't have no explanation for nothing. Oh, it was just bad. I was like, well, if that's your answer, man, dude, yeah, you could be the president. You could be any damn thing you want to be with that type of attitude. You hear me? That's why I was like, man, that dude need his own infomercial. I was like, I thought Mr. T had to be the worst infomercial person I ever heard. But Trump, man, could you? I don't know. Chicken is bad. It's just not good. It doesn't taste.
Trump can sell it, baby. That's why we at where we at. He can sell it.
Man, Mr. T made like $5-10 million for saying like 5 words. oh, T, how's the chicken? I don't know, Kathy. It's good. What you want me to say? It's moist. It's not dry. Look, I pity the fool who don't have no way up. Man, dude said like 5 words, made like $10 million.
It's good, Kathy.
I mean, what else can I say? The chicken is not moist. I mean, it's not dry. It's moist. It's good. It's seasoned. Grilled to perfection. I mean, Kathy, what else? You try. Ain't that good? Hey, look, I'm Mr. T. I pity the food that don't buy a new way of it. Have a nice day. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. Did you set the oven at 350? I mean, the chicken is not good. I mean, it's bad. I don't know. It isn't good. It doesn't taste good. It's bad.
If you didn't make this chicken right, it's on you. It's not on the new wave oven. Oh my God, this is the best chicken I've ever had. And it's the best because I made it.
If I wanted, I should have went to Harold's. You know, black people can really fry chicken. I mean, that's not racist, is it? Man, I got to thinking about all the people, man, with your boy. I said, is we gonna ever hear anybody reference themselves to Trump? Remember, he was the guy back in the day. Every song, call me Black Trump, Trump, every song. I said, man, I know people used to like this dude and want to like him, man. He just make it so easy to not like him with all the bull crap. You hear me?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to like him, but you can't because he be on too much bull crap.
Too much garbage.
So I was just thinking about it. I said, man, are we ever gonna hear anything like this ever again? Would Donald Trump be that guy? Who is the guy that you put in the songs? Now you ain't Donald Trump no more, are you?
No, I don't think you can beat Donald Trump. I don't think
run it for him, man. I think they forgot about how these people used to love my man Trump because he had tremendous support from the African American community. If they don't believe us, you got the receipt for him, bro.
Let's hear.
Okay, everybody forget how to be that guy.
Look at my African American over here.
Look at my African American. Hold on, run it back. They ain't hear him. Who was that?
That was old Scarface.
Oh, Scarface, huh? Scarface mentioned my man in the song. What'd he say?
He say, stacking paper like Trump.
All right. Who else wanted to be like Trump?
I think Young Jock. Let's see.
Look at my African American over here.
Look at my African American. Boys called him Black Donald Trump.
Yeah,
so
man.
Young Jock was his little African American once upon a time.
Yeah, man.
Who else, man? Anybody else was his little African American?
Yeah, you know, Texas is a red state.
Texas is a red state.
So, you know,
they got love for Donald Trump down in Texas.
They got love for Donald Trump, man.
Hey, you
know who rep Texas,
receipt?
man. You know what I'm saying?
Texas, man. Hey, well, we got the receipt. Who repping Donald Trump for Texas? You know, Beyonce was Democrat.
Look at my African American over here.
Called him Black Trump.
Yeah, man.
Look at my African American over here. All right. Well, hey, anybody else on that list?
Yeah, man. You know we had to come on home with it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
man. What, you got one more for him? Grand Fidelity. Uh-oh.
African American over here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
man. You know my man's performed at the inauguration, so did he let my man Nelly on in there? Did he get on in there? Man, Nelly in there like booty. Man, Nelly in there like booty hurt.
Nelly in there.
Nelly, so Nelly is his new. Dang, bro. Hey, man. Hey, you know, we in St. Louis, bro. You better be careful. You don't want nobody slide through. Look at him. You don't want, bro, you don't want them people slide through on you. Yeah, man. But I say, man, that's crazy. It was a time where my man was very much admired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And I guess being racist trumped all of that.
Yeah.
I got the money, now I want the power, huh? Mm-hmm. Speaking of old Scarface, money and the power.
Yeah, man.
Say like his boy stacking paper like Trump, huh? The money and the power. Y'all go back and check that out. Old Scarface. He letting y'all know what time it is. Did you see your man's RFK Jr. man talking about some people shouldn't be taking medical advice or getting advice from him? I'm like, you say
You the
you think
Secretary of Health, ain't you?
boy, come on, man. Come on, man. This dude, I'm like, yeah, we do that. That's why your ass had the position, man. You weren't even supposed to get the position. Now he's sitting back there. I don't know. It's bad. Yeah. I'm not the person. The person in charge of I'm not the person that you should be asking, do I look like a role model? Man, come on, man. If I ain't supposed to ask you or look up to you, or you know what I'm saying, who the hell, man? What the
Don't give me this shit, man.
Man, I don't get it, bro. Hey, man, but I've been saying, man. Ooh, white supremacy and all this stuff is something else, man. We'll do anything out of fear. And I think all this acting out they doing, man, is strictly over fear.
Yeah, man.
You know how we say, man, you too lazy to try to get to know people and reach out to them. So you just put all these old stereotypes and preconceived notions on these people and you act out on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, he's a black guy. He's going to mug me. He's going to rob me. So you instantly act out, act funny, and put yourself in a position to have to stand your ground or whatever the hell you call it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man, just to say hello, good morning, you know, stay in your lane. Nobody's doing nothing to you. All you got to do is speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You rather pull out the pistol, try to shoot somebody, go to war with somebody, instead it takes 2 seconds. How you doing? How's your day? Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. Pardon me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because somebody knocked on your door. You damn near kill a young man. Shoot him in the head and all that. Yeah.
Some people have gotten killed. You hear me?
Yeah.
Over little stuff like that because you scared of the misinformed, you know, the misdirection, the message that you put in yourself, the bull crap that you created. That's what you're scared of.
Right.
All of this foolishness that you put in your own head, your own heart, all of this, these people ain't did nothing to you, man.
Yeah. I seen Farrakhan, man. He was speaking on that, like, he was saying that the white America is afraid of violence from black people, which is, like you say, it's not based in reality because we have the history of being violated. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
we don't have a history of being violent to white people.
No, like I said before, man, you know, they try to say that you know, celebrating Juneteenth and all of this stuff is basically like honoring or acknowledging, you know, the part, slavery period. I don't even know how to say it, you know, like the part that we played in it, or some people would even say the part of it that we accept,
Okay.
you know, that helped us out and all the benefits that we got from it. So I try to tell people, I'm like, man, if they making money off merch, shouldn't we do it?
Right.
And make money too? But you don't have people that look at it like that. They look at it like it's a celebration of that.
Of slavery, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to me, you know, the way that they act towards black people, man, let me know how wrong they are. It has nothing to do with us acknowledging it by celebrating Juneteenth. It has nothing to do with none of that. You hear me? It don't have nothing to do with no marches, no rallies, no nothing. The way that white people have showed me that they know that they've done us wrong, and it's not the way to go. It's the way that they treat us to this day. That's what let me know that they know how wrong that they are.
Okay.
That's where the fear comes in, because they're so scared that same thing can be done to them.
Right.
And by us putting Democrats in there voting for these positions, they give us the power to do that to them. And that's what they're scared of, regardless to what comes out of their mouth. You hear me? They know how they do people is wrong. They know white supremacy and everything else, and the selfishness of how they move out here. Not all of them, but some of them. And they know that it's wrong. You hear me?
Yeah.
And they're too scared. You know, like I said, we've been the minority all the time, or let them tell it. You know, because for as I know, they're the minority, but it don't matter. As long as we can make you have the minority mentality and treat you like you the low man on the pole, it really don't make no difference,
right,
where you are and who you are. You hear me? But like I said, they're so scared, man, that can happen to them. And my answer to that is, like they said, treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
If you don't want that to happen to you, then stop doing it to other people.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
That's what you're scared of. That's what you're scared of, man. Preconceived notion, stereotype. Just like I was talking about, I said I worked in restaurant business and all of that. You know, for years. You'll have a certain waitress that'll be like, I don't want to wait on black people. You got some that'll be honest. I really don't jig with them. Not really my kind of people. You hear me? Like I was even tripping out there with CBS. I was like, why did they make Nate Burleson and all of them be the ones that reported the story about Diddy and everything? I ain't seen Jerika Duncan in weeks, but as soon as they let's go live to the field, Jerika Duncan, I'm like, she might as well be Jerika. She might as well be Jerika today. Right. You go to Jerika Duncan.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Diddy and the baby. Let's go live to Bokusha Jones. Bokusha, are you standing by? Yeah. That's a red hot mess. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, bro. It be hidden racism all over the board. I was like, everybody else ain't going to be comfortable with talking about it. They halfway scared because they don't know what type of, you hear me? You know how it go. When it's crime, man, and you looking to do anything that's preventive, you might as well be like snitching. You hear me?
Right.
I seen America's Most Wanted up there on my way down and everything, and I was like, man, I'm so glad that show's still on, man. I remember us being little kids back in grade school and 1-800-CRIME-88.
If you've seen this, man,
I was like, boy, you remember when you used to watch that on Saturday night, boy, you feel like, man, you had to watch it because it was must-see TV and these guys are bad guys and I'm taking them down. But that little bit in the back of your mind be like, man, am I snitching? I'm supposed to be doing this? And I don't give a damn. There's millions of homes in America and everywhere else, but you be sitting there like, if you watching it, Michael Wayne Jackson is coming through the back door. He's gonna take everybody. You be like, man, I better not be watching this or turn his TV down, bro, because if old boy coming through, right, you know that I'm watching this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard you watching that TV show.
and don't be fooled by his sly, clever demeanor. This guy is a real crook, Trump. He has orange skin. He has a comb over. He grabs little girls by the vajayjay. If you've seen Donald J. Trump, call us at 1-800-CRIME 2025. Buster.
Damn. Got him.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, they'll be like, they don't want to wait on no black people and all this because they don't tip, they don't do this and do that. You hear me? So, instantly, that person has a preconceived notion, a stereotype. So then they start treating you funny. Oh, you just going to run me. You ain't going to leave no tip. You ain't going to do this. So just off of that bull crap that they put in their own head, that's how it plays out. Yeah. And now when that customer get up and don't leave you no tip because you done treated me like trash and came to me all sideways.
You just conveniently say.
Let that be the reason. Yeah. I told you, black people don't tip. They didn't do this. No, they didn't tip you because you treated them like trash. Right. Treated them like, it's like something else.
Yeah. But word to Shinny, what's up?
Yeah, man, but that just be killing me, man. It's like, no, you can't create a situation and then try to, make your own resolution to it and all this. I go start something with somebody. Don't pursue this man. He just a kid. He going to the store. How much harm is him going to get some Skittles and a tea? Like we were talking about the lady that flipped out because I opened a little box down low and put some lottery slips on the little thing. Yeah. I'm like, ma'am, they're free. I could have took the whole damn stack if I wanted to. At the end of the day, what am I going to do? You know what? That guy took like 100 slips. He's going to go somewhere and play the out the lottery. Oh, my God. Oh, he's going to pick hella numbers. Some white lady want to complain about something? Right. You're like, come on, man. There's lottery slips, man. But we always have to try to be in somebody's mix, have something to say, check somebody, all of that, man. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. I'm tired of it, man. Gas station got everything, man. Gas station got too many chiefs. Gas station, the corner store, everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to be the captain. Everybody want to be the chief. Okay. So now we got gas station bud. I got the tripping off of it, man. Bro, I was seeing that they've been selling little packs of supposed to be marijuana, THCA, and I looked it up. I'm like, is that legal? That's the loophole. You hear me? Okay. THCA is supposed to be like the lowest form and all of that. You hear me? It's supposed to be basically like what they use to give to people for medical reasons and all of that. Okay. It only becomes what they say has what's the word? Something effects basically get you high once you burn it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because marijuana is a dangerous plant when you put some fire to it. You know what I'm saying? So that like, as long as you ain't burning it, it's supposed to be cool, you know. So I had to look it up. I'm like, well, if you ain't eating it or you ain't smoking it, how the hell is you consuming it? You know? Oh, and they ran down the whole little thing. They had all kind of little reasons and ways you could consume it and dab and this and do that, man. But I was like, is it real? Is it legal? Because it's just starting to be a flood of it. It's starting to be everywhere. You hear me?
Right.
And I mean, it's going dirt cheap. And for the Lolo, I said, it's finna get like the movie, man. Y'all better learn how to flip some hamburgers, put your application in at White Castle, because the weed man finna go out of business. You hear me?
Right.
Remember when DVDs used to be like $20 a DVD a movie?
Yep.
Yeah, until old Tommy
learn how to burn them DVDs.
Old boy over at the Rice House had them 3 for the $5.
Yeah.
Then they wasn't so Blockbuster wasn't talking about nothing. You hear me? Then all of a sudden, you notice Blockbuster start having the $5 DVD.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody start having the little $5 meals and all that. That's why you can get a whole pizza for $6.99. Right. It don't matter what you selling. If you trying to stay, you know, with your competition, you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got $5.99 T-bone steaks. You might not want to eat them all, but we do have them. You hear me?
Right.
And that's how the gas station got everything. Now we got sushi, we got marijuana, we got phone chargers, we got rubbers. We got a baby formula. We got regular breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get the whole combination. Yeah, let me get 2 pairs of tube socks, a pack of C batteries, 2 Magnums, a small box of Rice Krispies. Let me get the whole demo. You hear me?
Right.
Let me get 3 loose number 3 Pampers, you know, the medium size. Like not a Tyler. 3 number 3 Pampers, 2 rubbers, 2 loose cigarettes,
unless you got pit milk. Unless you got an extremely large baby, do black people go up to like 5 and 4? Do we buy those type of Pampers?
Man, hey, I'll be surprised, bro. Hey, I'll still be seeing the 1, 2-year-old with bottles and stuff, man. I'll be like, all right, I'm cool with it. I ain't got no beef with you, little mama. Hey, I'll let you be a kid. I ain't tripping. But when I came up there, saying any words, moving, walking, it is like that. You getting on the pot.
Getting on the pot.
Yeah. Oh, no. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because you have some that'll try to go cheap and go with the cloth diaper and all that. We lazy, bro. After we wash that thing out twice by hand, now we on our way to Snooks. You hear me?
So,
we on our way to Walmart.
Away.
Get some of these Pampers.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Nah. I like they done went there with it, man. I like they got everything now, but nah, you ain't. I don't know. I don't expect to see no black people, no kids, no 4, no 5, man.
Nah,
we don't like spending money on nothing. So when little Billy, you hear me?
Yeah. When you get big enough to walk and you moving and
when Tamar or Beyonce start walk, because you know everybody. I'm like, who hot right now? You know that's who they name the kids out there. Every time somebody kind of
with a little money long come through, you know. La Dolce,
but then they switch it up on you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I got thoroughly checked. Somebody told me that a Morion and Omorion is not the same thing. I'm like, I know damn well it ain't the same thing, but I'm just saying. Okay. I wonder where did you get it from? yeah. What's up? You want to throw some hands when I get off? Yeah, I'm talking about it. Yeah. Oh no. No. Her name is Liana, not Rihanna. No,
we just call her Riri.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I say, I don't expect to see that with my peoples, man. I be like, dang, bro. We old school, man. You know, like I said, I had a kid, bro. When mine started saying anything halfway close to anything, walking around, you know, and getting into stuff. Oh no, you finna get on this pot. You hear me?
For sure.
And then, and her mom's weren't working at the time. I was like, hey, that's less of a burden on me. You hear me?
Right.
So I did everything in my power to make sure she got up on that pot.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. But the gas station, before we get out of here, man, what you think about the gas station just being the quickie stop for everything now, bro? You can just get every damn thing at the gas station. Can't you? Fried chicken?
Man, yeah.
Like I said, sushi.
You remember like when it was like 30 years ago or something, we went down south and they had chicken at the gas station. That was like a revelation. Like how you got fried chicken at the gas station? Man? You get the oil change, you get the chicken.
I know. We used to catch the bus out to California, drive out there, go to like Flying J's and Love's and all that.
Yeah.
We're like, damn, bro, you could take a shower at the gas station.
Right.
You can work out, fry some chicken.
You can do everything you want at the gas
bro,
station.
It goes down at the gas station. You recharge your phone.
Right.
Man, bro. But with that being said, man, next week is when it's going down. I think we're gonna do the 2-for-1 on them, man.
Yeah,
I think we'll shoot the episode of the Mikey Justice first, and then we'll drop that, and then after the show we'll drop it.
Yeah,
that way we have people on deck to watch us while we doing what we do.
Indeed.
And then at 7:30 we'll go all access, all LeBron live.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait, man. I think the haters gonna nut up like paydays and be too scared to call.
I think they are too, man.
But I'm finna put some posts up and I'm gonna call them out. I'm gonna put some posts up on those fake LeBron fans united with Jordan. All those lies that they tell.
Right.
Bro, I was like, every last one of them is a hate page and be dissing my man. You hear me?
Yeah.
But like I said, when I looked at it, they said that all of these are administrators that work together, and all these groups are controlled by different people and different sources. And man, like I said, it was thousands, bro. When I looked up how many LeBron hate pages, no exaggeration, I think I saw at least like 4,000 to 5,000.
Wow.
Different pages.
Crazy.
So I'm like, man, they making more money than him. If basketball is $1 billion industry, hating on the basketball players, boy,
right?
You get fat real quick.
Get some endorsements.
Man, we've been set up for a couple of weeks now, man, as far as getting them stars and everything. You heard me?
Yeah, man.
But I haven't got none yet. So I want to see, man. I want to put that challenge out, man. Who got love for me? Am I worth $1 to anybody? Who want to be my first person? They send your boy some stars, you know what I'm saying? You'll have a friend for life. I won't never forget you. If we gotta test nuts, I send myself some. You can send some, bro. But anybody who feel like that I'm worth $1 to them, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get this thing cracking. I ain't gonna lie about it. Like I said, I'm not gonna beg. I'm gonna ask you. I'm trying to get my food truck started. When I get done with my podcast and everything, I want to be one of the most trusted and real deal people. This is all about interviews. I want it to be a platform for the people to be able to talk, tell their truth and tell their story. If I had my way, boy, I'd be interviewing Diddy right now. You hear me?
Yeah.
It'll be a whole lot, man, because I was like, man, I hope my dude don't throw nobody under the bus. But if you don't want your name to get out there, then don't try to smear nothing or throw nothing under him. Just take responsibility, know you was there, and leave it at that. I was like, man, I would never throw nobody under the bus. Like, hey, I can't be in two places at one time.
Right.
I invited this person. Now, when they came and what they did, I don't know. I'm grown, keeping it 100. I was in my zone, in my room, doing what I do.
Yeah.
What they did with the people they was doing, it was no different than going to the Playboy Mansion. If you had status, you was on at that time, you probably got invited. Now, who was there, who came, what time they left, what they did, you hear me?
Yeah.
No. Just grown people, just having fun, people on that level. Nobody did nothing that they didn't want to do, you know?
Right. I'm
like, why would you show that video 3 times? You know what I'm saying? If the jury don't change, they're not supposed to talk about it. What's showing it over and over? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just so it gets stuck in your mind. So you see something you missed the first time.
They're just trying to get something off. When I was taking my damn save test, they weren't showing it to me 2-3 times. I was trying to convince me or put something in my mind.
Yeah.
That killed me, man, with all of that. What changes about that? And that made me think about your boy, man, before we get out of here. You know, they lifted their lifetime ban on P. Rose.
Okay.
For the baseball. No, too late. He did. Yeah, he just died. But they came right out and said that's the reason why they did it. His family can get his accolades because they shouldn't be punished. That's his legacy, his family. They'll make money or generational wealth off of him. It's a void, man. Like I said, you cannot erase him. When it comes down to who is the all-time hit leader in baseball,
right? I
don't give a damn you like him or not. The answer is P. Rose.
Exactly.
He got the most hits. And like I said, 3,000 used to put you in for a show.
Yeah.
This dude got like 5,000. He almost did it twice. You know?
Yeah.
And all of that, making people wait and all this and that. Now some people, I understand, like, after the second try, dude, all of that's irrelevant to me. You hear me? Because, okay, you don't want to give people like, you don't give Draymond Green the same flowers as you give LeBron.
Right.
He's a different player. But after that second time, Dennis Rodman and all them, they haven't played in years. Their numbers of what they did is not going to change.
Right.
So if you're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer. Not 25, 50 years later, your career does not change or your numbers. Yeah. If you're a Hall of Famer 50 years from today, then you was one the day you stopped playing.
Right.
Point blank, period. What is going to change about your numbers, your time, you can't score another point. You can't do nothing. Yeah. So if I'm Hall of Fame after I died, then I was Hall of Fame when I was living.
Exactly.
Point blank, period. I feel like they blackballed my man. If they was going to go ahead and do it, let him get his shine, let him get his flowers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing in the world, man. Yeah, they should have did it while he was.
And especially now that gambling is legal and you got sports book and
all this
DraftKings.
And then, only difference is he got caught. But these people, man, come on. Like we said, you ain't showing LeBron game and Duke game at the same time on ESPN, and Duke ain't getting no money. You hear me?
Yeah, they get money.
They just got through talking about Illinois re-signed their basketball and football coach. The basketball coach, he done went to 6 straight NCAA tournaments, so they signed him to a deal where he making like $4 or $5 million a year. Mm-hmm. And the football coach, they say he make like 7.7, almost $8 million a year.
Right.
So Kelly Jackson and all them, they say, so how much does the top guy in college, like coaching and all of that, and Frank Cusimano, he was like, anywhere from like 12 to 14 million a year or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like, wow, man, I wish I had some sports knowledge and just the ability to motivate people. And I got to thinking about it. Yeah, bro, you're not even doing nothing. You ain't scoring a single point. You just know how to put them words together to make people move a certain way.
Yeah,
man, I'm supposed to be rich, bro.
Get on this court, man.
Let me tell you. But that's all you're doing, just having the right words and enough to be able to motivate people to move a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And you're getting paid millions of dollars, more than doctors, lawyers, police, teachers, all that. You hear me?
Yeah.
And Frank was like, because they was like, man, that might as well be professional. If the college people getting paid on that level and all that, he said keeping it all the way 100 with all their different endorsements and deals and all the stuff and benefits they get. Yeah. He said a top SEC program like Alabama and other stuff like that, he said those coaches are making more than professional.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, wow. But that's amateur?
Yeah, nah.
Nah, not no more, huh?
Nah, I mean, like, the whole
professional amateur,
the whole amateurism thing, in my opinion, got some racist roots with it, but we could get into it at another time. But long story short, like if you in a school that's teaching you how to be a professional, which college should be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then why are you promoting amateurism? Why are you teaching people to be professional? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come on now.
Nah, it don't match.
Hey, like we said, when you charged me to get in here, when I had to pay $12 for a little bitty hot dog, no, this is professional.
For
These
sure.
are cool beers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm just waiting to see it. I'm like, quit sugarcoating it and call it what it is. I want to turn on the TV next week. The Philadelphia Eagles against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Like, yeah, you hear me? Los Angeles Lakers against Duke Blue Devils live on ESPN.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Right.
What's the difference, man? You know, have Bryce play against the Lakers, play against your daddy, play against Bronny and all that. It don't matter how good you play or whatever. You know, you make $50 million without even scoring any points.
Yeah,
ain't anything like it. Yeah, hey, Mike is professional, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's been our time, man. 1 week, like we said, we're going live, so we try to give them the double up. We ain't dropping no LeBron in a minute. We got one on deck. We're gonna try to edit it out, chop it up, see what it look like, and if it's worth dropping, we might drop it on y'all later on tonight. If not, maybe tomorrow. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, back in 1 week, we're going to be doing it. Yeah, we're trying to have a few more shows where we just doing positive energy, just rapping, just chopping it up, not too serious, not too much about it, not all that extra all the time.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say before we get out of here, man? You know how we do it.
Hey, thanks for rocking with us, man. We see y'all next week.
Yeah, and like I said, man, please support y'all. Hit that like button, give it a share, follow, anything, man. Send them stars. Don't really cost nothing to support. You know, stars, that's $1. If I'm worth $1, cool. If I'm not, hit the like button, share it. Anything you can do. Support don't cost nothing. And with that being said, I'm your boy, Mikey Justice. That's my man, Phil. And we out.
Peace.
Peace.